Alright, let me show you what we started with. This kitchen had a mix of cherry stained poplar cabinets and older golden oak cabinets. Completely different woods, different tones, and most importantly, different textures. Before we touch a single cabinet, prep starts with protecting the home. Keegan's covering the floors with X paper and frog tape. This keeps everything clean and gives us a solid workspace from day one. Next up, the backsplash gets fully masked off with plastic. Good prep here saves hours later and prevents overspray headaches. All handles and hardware come off. This gives us clean edges, better sanding, and a much more professional finish. We build full dust barrier walls to isolate the kitchen. This keeps dust out of the rest of the house and allows us to spray indoors without making a mess. Now we start sanding the doors using 180 grit sanding pads on the ServPrep 3x4 sander. This isn't about removing finish. It's about scuffing the surface so everything bonds properly. This is where the transformation really happens, cabinet mud. Oak cabinets have deep, open grain. If you paint over it without filling it, the grain will always show through, no matter how good your paint is. I mix cabinet mud to about the consistency of paint. Then I brush it on with a standard paintbrush, working it into the surface. After that, I scrape off the excess using a 4-inch mud knife. This does two things. It removes the buildup and it forces the mud deep into the oak grain where it belongs. Before it dries, I wipe the excess off my brush and clean out the corners and profiles. This saves a ton of sanding later and keeps everything crisp. This step is the difference between painted oak and cabinets that actually look smooth, modern, and factory finished. Once the doors are done, we sand the cabinet boxes using the same ServPrep sander. Consistent sanding gives us a consistent finish. After the cabinet mud dries, we sand it lightly with 220 grit pads. The goal here isn't to remove the mud, it's just to smooth the surface. If you oversand, you defeat this whole purpose. Now the kitchen gets fully prepared for spraying. We use frog tape and 3M 6-foot plastic with a masking machine to get clean, tight lines fast. Primer goes on using a Fuji D6 HVLP sprayer. For DIYers, other solid options are the Wagner Flexio 5000, the Fuji Semi-Pro, or even a basic Wagner or Graco airless sprayer. I spray with about a 50% overlap on every pass to keep coverage even and avoid striping. After primer, we sand using 280 to 320 grit sanding sponges. The Surf Prep hooked up to a shop vac keeps this almost dust-free. It's a game changer. All caulking happens after sanding the primer. This way, every crack, seam, and gap shows up clearly and nothing gets missed. For the top coat, we use Gallery Series Satin Enamel and White Dove. Before every coat, including primer, first coat, and second coat, we vacuum the entire area completely clean. Clean surfaces equal clean finishes. On this project, the homeowner also wanted their popcorn ceilings removed. We scraped the texture, patched, sanded, and sprayed the ceilings flat white. It's extra work, but doing it alongside cabinet painting completely transforms the space. Once everything's dry, we clean up, reinstall the hardware, and reassemble the kitchen. And here's the final result. A fully unified white kitchen, smooth cabinets, no visible oak grain, and a clean, modern finish throughout. If you're painting oak cabinets and want professional level results, grain filling isn't optional, and cabinet mud is exactly how we do it. For more videos just like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.